100 naira ko. Let's go. Let's go.
'Good morning, viewers. You're welcome to the program Lagos This Morning, where we will be discussing and also dissecting trending news updates in Lagos and also across Nigeria. I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide.
I am Adeni Adela. Welcome to Lagos This Morning.
Alright, let's go straight into the headlines for the day. I won't steal nation's wealth, Obi replies Tinubu. Anambra dismantles Obi campaign billboards, Labour Party kicks. Federal government requests CONUA members' details for salary payment. Crisis looms in universities over federal government's delay to conclude renegotiation agreement. World Health Organization recommends use of masks in public as COVID-19 resurges globally. Bandits burn Catholic priest to death in Niger State. Court begins Killer Cop trial today. And the last one, we should learn to be comfortable with divorce. Aisha Yusuf react to Ireti Doyle's divorce. Alright, let's go into the details for the day. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, said he would be committed to the development of the country if elected as the president of Nigeria in the forthcoming presidential election. He also pledged to be prudent in the management of public funds while in the office, saying he would not steal public fund. The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, had earlier described Obi as a stingy man who could not be trusted with the future of the country. But Obi said the country would be safer in the hands of a stingy man like him. Meanwhile, the APC Anambra State chapter has knocked Obi over his sick country and sick candidate comment. The party said the description of Nigeria as a sick country by Obi only showed the opposite of patriotism for a country he sought to rule. The APC said Obi should not celebrate anyone's illness, no less someone he ran a presidential race with, without disagreeing with his antecedent. Yeah.
Tinubu calling Obi stingy, and Obi saying like that the country will only do well in the hands of a stingy man.
Yeah.
And Tinubu also saying that any Igbo that is not going to vote for him will not have the
National cake.
Share of the national cake. Who is going there? Who is going there for national cake and who is not going there for national cake? It's actually very, very obvious.
It is very obvious.
So whatever you say will be used against you.
Of course.
So Tinubu's word, I'm going to go by Tinubu's word that he said whoever is not going to, any Igbo that is not going to vote for him
would not have a share.
Not have a share of the national cake. And Peter will be saying that the country will only work in the hands of a stingy man, which is the truth.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is the truth, because if this one should come now and be like, hey, we want to like do this kind of thing, I'm very sure Obi will ask you like, why do you want to do this thing?
Yeah. Give
me reasons why you want to do this thing. How is this going to be to the benefits of Nigerians?
Of the people, yeah.
I think Obi is a very, very prudent man when it comes to all these affairs of the country or something like that. And Tinubu saying, if you're not going to vote for me, you don't have the share of the national cake. You have the share of the national cake. So it's not about being stingy, it's about whatever is coming out of your mouth. Yeah. Because his word is going to be used against him. Even if he should become president, it will be used against him. Trust Nigerians. So there are two people now, the APC candidate and the Labour Party candidate.
the APC candidate being seen as the stingy one by the the Labour Party candidate being seen as stingy by the APC candidate. And also on the other hand, the APC candidate went to Enugu State to tell them that any Igbo who doesn't support him would not have a share of the national cake. So now is he going there to share the national cake for himself and those who support him? According to what he said, he's on video, he's on Twitter, he's on all social media and platforms. Okay, I just feel like the Labour Party candidate saying that he wouldn't squander the nation's wealth. I think so far so good. I would like to make a recall to Yakubu Gowon's era when he said that Nigeria have more than enough money, but the problem is how to spend the money. Now, I still believe that Nigeria has this more than enough money, but our previous government squandered the money. They squandered it, they wasted it in doing so many frivolities. So, well, I'm not supporting Peter Obi or any other candidate or something, but I think we need a candidate that will be able to manage the country's commonwealth very well. It's not about being stingy. You see, when you refuse to give out things unnecessarily, I believe people would tag you as being stingy. When you refuse to give out things, probably money or your time, when you have your time and you are focused on things you're doing, people would say you're just like you're full of yourself, you are being stingy. But no, it's not being stingy here. You have to be able to manage the funds that is being given to you as a father, as a child as well. Okay, let's say as an employee now, you're working and you're earning few let's just say a few bucks, let's just say 100,000 naira. Then you start going out there, you know, going on Friday night out, do all sort of things, all in the name of you trying to satisfy your friends and make people happy. But on the other hand, when you look at your goals and aspirations, you tend to achieve, you intend to achieve in few months or years, you are not going towards that direction. You have to deprive yourself of some things before you be able to achieve what you want to achieve. In this life, you can't just keep throwing money around. We've seen it so many times like that. We've seen it whereby politicians, you know, get to the seat of power and they just don't deliver. Why don't they deliver? Because the previous administration squandered the money, and this current one as well, this still squander the same money. So I think we need someone who would be able to, who would serve diligently, regardless of either maybe they talk about competence, capability, someone talk about antecedent and the likes. You can have everything, but if you are not ready to serve the people diligently, then I believe the person does not deserve to be on the seat of power. That's just my brief comment. Alright, you can be part of this program by dropping your comment. We have 19 people watching us right now. You can drop your comment. What do you feel about the Labour Party candidate coming out to say that he would not squander Nigeria's wealth, has been challenged by Tinubu by calling him a stingy man? What do you feel? Is he actually stingy? Can he be trusted with Nigeria's treasury? Let's have a comment. Alright, on the next one, Anambra dismantles Obi's campaign billboard, Labour Party kicks. The Anambra State Signage and Advertisement Agency has dismantled the campaign billboard of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. Obi's massive billboard located at the Nnamdi Azikiwe University temporary site flyover was pulled down on Saturday alongside that of the party's candidate for the Anambra Central Senatorial District in the February election, Chief Victor Ume. In August 2022, the Anambra State government placed a public announcement directing presidential candidate to pay 10 million naira, senatorial candidate to pay 7 million naira, House of Representatives candidate to pay 5 million naira, and State House of Assembly candidate to pay 1 million naira as campaign fees before mounting any billboard or poster. Reactions have continued to trail the development as stakeholders and indigents have insisted that the action has a political undertone. While it was alleged that the action was ordered by the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo. I don't think there's any part of the constitution or anything that stipulates that the state government would regulate electoral processes. It should be from the INEC. INEC oversees everything that concerns election. So why would the state government ask a presidential candidate or a governorship candidate to pay a certain fee? If it's like that, then why is the signage and advertisement agency, why are they there? If the government would say something, then the advertisement, the signage agency would be saying another thing. when I actually saw the update yesterday, so many Labour Party chieftains actually reacted to it, and they said stuff like what I've just said now, and they also say that it has political undertone, because we can see so far so good. Soludo has not been, he has openly been against the campaign of Labour Party. Yeah, what do you think?
Well, as far as I'm like the other posters of other political candidates,
yeah,
they were not torn off. It was just that of the LP candidate that was
removed,
which is which is like a big, because coming from what the governor of Anambra State, that's Governor Soludo,
yeah,
from what he has been doing online, like going against Peter Obi, we can't say it's because of the campaign fee that was not paid. Obviously, Governor Soludo is against Peter Obi becoming the president.
Yeah,
which
clearly.
is the truth. So I don't think it is probably because of the campaign fee that was not paid. Probably it is coming from a place of, should I say, hatred? Yeah,
or from political opposition and the like.
Exactly. So I don't think it is very, very good. They could have called a meeting and asked them, why have you not paid this so amount of money you're supposed to have paid, and something like that.
What the Labour Party chieftains came out to say yesterday was that they paid their advertisement agency. They paid them, so those people would actually talk to the state government's advertising agency as well, then pay them before they will be able to mount those kind of billboard. So why would you now ask the presidential candidate himself to pay 10 million naira? We don't talk about advert agency. It does not, you don't seclude it from probably political or entertainment, or everything is together. Yeah. So far it is adverts. Okay, let's say you own a company now that produce soap or detergent or something. The same amount you would pay would be the same amount that a political candidate would pay, since they are advertising the same thing. You're advertising your product. The person, the candidate is also a product. You are trying to sell yourself to the electorate by putting your picture out there on billboard. So I think it should just be the same thing. When it comes to regulating posters or billboard and the likes, it should come from INEC, not from the state government. And I think as well, this forthcoming election, the people are not really, people of Anambra State, I think they are not really happy with their governor because of what he has been doing so far so good.
They are not, because I was actually, okay, probably he's not trying to be tribalistic or something like that. I was actually hoping he was going to support Peter Obi.
No, they are not from the same party. So he's
from ABGA.
He's from ABGA, and Peter Obi is from Labour Party.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he's not even supporting his own party.
Well, you can choose to support anybody, even regardless of party's loyalty. You can still choose to support anybody, because it's a democracy system where you just feel like I can support anybody of my choice. So I think it's a wrong one from the Anambra government. I think so. It's a wrong one. Because the signage agency would not be saying one thing. Before they would be able to mount that billboard, they would have paid to the signage agency, according to what the Labour Party chieftain said, that they paid the person the person they contracted for the job. They paid that person, and the person would pay the advertising agency as well before mounting that billboard. So why should they say they should bring another 10 million naira for what? So I think the INEC can actually look into this as well, because all electoral processes should be regulated strictly by INEC. It should be regulated, and it's even cut across Anambra State as well. Any other state, anybody can bring up billboards, so far you pay to the advertising and the signage agency of that particular state. You should be able to erect your billboard and your posters as well, and other campaign materials. All right. Okay. We have 36 people watching us right now. You can be part of this program by dropping your comment. Drop your comment. Let's have your opinion, your reservations, what have you. And what's your opinion about the forthcoming election? Who are you rooting for? Who do you think would win? And how do you think the person would win? And what are you looking forward to from the next administration? Let us have your comment quickly. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, federal government requests CONUA members' details for salary payment. The federal government, through the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, has requested the details of members of the Congress of University Academics for payment of withheld salaries. CONUA, a rival union of university lecturers which parted from the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, had in December 2022 threatened to drag the federal government to court over the withheld salaries of his members, as it maintained that his members were not part of the 8-month ASU strike, which lasted from February to October 2022. Yeah.
They are not requesting for ASU's
ASU members' details.
They are requesting
Details, Konua's members' account details, but you've left ASU alone. Is it because Konua did their bidding by, breaking away from ASU and also, dividing ASU, whereby reducing their power? I think it's a wrong one from the federal government, to be sincere. It's a wrong one from them. And this is this is one of the things that the electorate is actually using against them. Like, you've politicized everything. Why are we not just serious in this country? Let us just be serious. It won't be running there. Just take a look at it. Most teachers now, they are going to US and the UK to teach. Let's assume that Nigeria's ASU have been, if you take Nigeria's ASU now to the US, and the US students, they now start going on strike every time for like 8 months.
It's not possible.
Would we be migrating there? So if we fix our country here, people would come down here, they would invest, and Nigeria would get better. It would be among countries whereby, we too want people to come down here and work as well. That's just it. So I think all this politics and everything should just stop, and let's focus on development. At the end of the day, we are all Nigerians, regardless of our political affiliations, of our tribe or something, or our religion. We are all Nigerians. I would say something. By by February 25, there will be presidential election.
Yeah.
Then by March there will be governorship election as well. By April, we all stop being APC or PDP or Labour Party or APGA or
NNPP or something like that.
We go back to being Nigerians. So the decision that would make then would now be done on us. When Buhari was coming, many people saw him as a messiah. During Jonathan's regime, many people were seeing him as, okay, this man will solve every problem in Nigeria as well. And now we are looking at Atiku, Tinubu, Peter Obi, another candidate as well. What's it called? Kwakwanso. We are looking at all of them that they will actually change the country. But look at this, everything is being politicized already. I think the next person who would emerge as the president should just remove all the politics. No politics, regardless of who votes for you or who doesn't vote for you. Work for everybody. by the time, okay, let's say you're aspiring to be the next president now, and some part of people, some set of people in the country say they are not going to vote for you. Imagine if you now develop their side, you would win them automatically. Even if you go for your re-election bid, you say, even despite the fact that we didn't support this man, he's still even developing our side. You would gain automatically. You gain their trust. Exactly. That's just it. You will gain their trust. So I think every politics should just stop. Let's stop body politics and focus on development, because that is what is sacrosanct right now in Nigeria. Alright, on the next one, crisis looms in varsities over federal government's delay to conclude renegotiation agreement. You can see that's the backlash from the ASU as well. About. Another round of crisis that may lead to another strike is looming in the public universities over the alleged inability of the federal government to conclude negotiations with the university-based unions on the 2009 agreement. This is as the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, has lamented that it has lost so many of its members as a result of the failure of the government to pay the 4 months of withheld salaries during the strike. Recall that the 4 university-based unions, SANU, the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, the Non-Academic Staff of Allied and Educational Institutions, NASU, and the National Association of Academic Technologies, NATS, at last year shut down public universities over the inability of the government to attend to their needs. Now, you want to pay Konwa, leaving ASU, SANU, NASU, NATS. What's the meaning of that?
They are trying to I think they are trying to be in favor of one particular.
Just because the person danced to their tune.
Exactly.
I think it's nonsensical. Why would you pay only one faction and leave the others? And you talk about developing the education sector. Then what have the current administration done? The 3 main things that should be focused on. One is the education sector,
health sector,
and the power sector. Those 3 things, if you have failed there, then what has the government done?
Nothing.
For 8 good months. If the government can be in power, then your youth are now at home. They are not even in school.
For good 8 months.
And you're talking about increased criminality and the likes, There's no way you can run away from it. I used to say something. If you want to tackle problem of insecurity or criminality, increase criminality out there, make people busy. Even if you bring all the ammunitions in this world, if your youth are not in school, if they are not working, if they are not busy, you are only deceiving yourself. You will now end up building more prisons that will accommodate people. And after their jail time or something, you take them back into the society. Then they will cause more harm. Make them busy. Let the school be running. Invest in these schools. You have people coming from outside the country. We now have people running to Ghana to even school, to Benin Republic, that we were better than before. Now our students are actually running down there to school. So what are we talking about? The next government should just address all these things. Work on the power sector, health, very very important. Then education, because majority of the youths now, they are in school. And if the school shut down again, it means there's another problem for the country as well. Then we talk about increase in criminality, and we talk about influx in Yahoo guys and the likes, internet fraud. There will surely be all these things, and there's no way. If you build prisons, then we are not ready to solve the problem from the root. Solve it from the youth, make people busy, then everything will actually work well. I just believe so. Alright, we have some comments here. Okay. Adetunde said Peter Obi is more honest and less corrupt than Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu would be a disaster and tragedy as president because he's not in touch with current way of governance in this modern digital age. Okay. Wow. Charles Duru, morning guys. Good morning. Charles Duru, good morning. How's this? Okay.
Come here.
Alright, let's continue. On the next one we have here, World Health Organization recommends use of masks in public as COVID-19 resurges globally. As part of the continuous process of reviewing COVID-19 response, treatment and management, the World Health Organization has said that nose masks continue to be a key tool against COVID-19 and continues to recommend the use of masks by the public in specific situations.
Oh my God.
In a new update, the World Health Organization recommends use of masks irrespective of the local epidemiological situation given the current spread of the COVID-19 globally. Yeah. From the update, they said 60,000 people have died from COVID-19
This year.
from December to this time in China. 60,000.
I thought COVID is gone.
No, it's not gone, like totally gone like that.
So are we expecting probably another
Just like
lockdown?
another wave or something. No, not lockdown per se. But people should just continue to use the nose mask to reduce the COVID-19.
Scary.
You know, COVID-19 just came like Ebola, and it came like previous what's it called, infection or diseases like that, whereby when it comes, it doesn't really go back completely. You will still have it, but you will just try to manage the situation. I think that's just what the World Health Organization is trying to say. And well, in Africa and Nigeria in general, there was no the COVID-19 effect was not that much on like the West, by the US, Italy and the likes. So I just believe that Nigeria government, well, to some extent, I trust them, they will be able to handle it.
Yeah, Nigerian
Because
government.
we handle
realism.
it then, yeah.
Yeah.
Though we don't have the medical facilities, but in Africa, even Africa was actually foreseeing that COVID-19 would ravage Africa. Many people would die from it because there is no medical facilities like that, unlike on the West. But I don't know, probably because of the nature of Africa, or I don't know.
They will use herbs.
Herbs. Well, some people use herbs then, and some people even use garlic, ginger. We drank so many things then.
I didn't drink anything.
Some people use alcohol. People started using alcohol to wash their hands. They now took that advantage and started drinking alcohol every day. Well, people out there should just, make use of your nose masks if necessary. When you go to crowded places, make sure you use your nose mask and also wash your hands as well. Alright, on the next one, bandit burned Catholic priest to death in Niger State. The parish priest of St. Peter's and Paul Catholic Church in Kafin Koro in Paikoro local government area of Niger State, Reverend Father Isaac Achi, has been burned to death by armed bandits. It was gathered that the bandit, who invaded his residence at 3 a.m. on Sunday, January 15, 2023, also injured his colleagues identified as Father Collins. The terrorists were said to have attempted to gain entrance into the Catholic parish house, and in the course of having difficulty in gaining entrance, set the parish house ablaze and waited until it burned to ashes with him in it. Father Collins was shot in the shoulder while trying to escape from the scene. Spokesperson of the Niger Police Command, DSP Abiodun Wasiu, who confirmed the incident, said effort is ongoing to apprehend the assailant.
A Catholic priest was burnt to death, and they went and the bandits went scot free.
Of course, they went away.
They will not come on radio to say they have some people like that.
And these same bandits are the people that Sheikh Gumi came out to say they are fighters, freedom fighters of the North.
What freedom are they fighting for exactly?
I don't understand. I don't just understand.
Freedom to have a better government or what?
If you are fighting for freedom, will you be killing another person?
You can't be killing people just because you want to have a better government or
it's
something
not even
like
about
that.
How can bandits come out to say they are fighting for which freedom?
Which freedom are they fighting for? I don't know what freedom they are fighting for, that you be killing people.
Well, I would say we are not ready yet. That's what I would just say. Let me say we. I would say the government are not ready yet, because Bello Toji came out the other day on BBC Hausa, is it Hausa Radio or something, to say that some people in this government are actually benefiting from banditry.
If they are not benefiting, they would have done something about it.
Because they said if they are not benefiting, he said, why haven't they killed him?
Exactly.
He said they have the opportunity to kill him. Now why haven't they killed him? He said it openly. I saw the interview. He said it. Now why haven't they killed him? I think we are not just ready yet. We are not ready. There's insecurity, kidnapping. There's no how you would even look at news updates in Nigeria and not even see more negativities than the positive side. About 90% or 99% of the news would be negative. Why? And we say the country is moving forward. Moving to where? When you are saying that something is moving forward and is not reflecting in the people, it's not reflecting in the news, it's not reflecting in the atmosphere entirely, then we're only lying to ourselves. We are downplaying what we are supposed to be giving out to the public. I think that's just it. We are not just ready yet. Because how can bandits just come into the society, into the place like that? There are no police checkpoints. There is no police station or army barracks in sight or something. Around 3 a.m. and they burnt down the church with the Catholic priest inside the church, and he died there. He was burned to death. It's just a bad one. It's a sad one. Condolences to the family and the church entirely, to the family of the Catholic priest. That's just what I would just say about that. All right, now the next one. Court begins killer cops trial today. A Lagos State High Court will on Monday today begin the trial of ASP Drambi Vandi, who allegedly killed a Lagos-based lawyer, Mrs. Omobolanle Rahim, on Christmas Day. It was reported that Vandi, attached to Ajiwe police station in Aja, Lagos State, allegedly shot Rahim dead while she was returning from an outing with her family members. The alleged murder occurred at Aja, according to a statement signed by Lagos State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Moyosore Onigbanjo, SAN. The trial would be before Justice I.O. Harrison at the Tafawa Balewa Square. Vandi appeared before Chief Magistrate C.A. Adedayo on December 30, 2022, a day after the Police Service Commission approved his suspension over the alleged killing. Adedayo ordered that he should be kept at the Ikoyi Custodial Facility pending the advice of the Lagos State Director of Public Prosecutions. Yeah, well, there has been so many extrajudicial killings from.
What about the first killer cop?
We've not heard anything about the first killer cop.
Has he been killed or has he been freed or
he's
something?
He's still in the.
Why is he still in the custody? I don't understand. Why is this? Why, assuming he's a normal person that killed someone now, they would have probably given him like life imprisonment or probably to die by hanging or something like that. Because he's a police officer. Yeah. He's still in detention. Doing what?
Well, they said it would be, they would try him very soon, but there's no date yet, and then they are not really taking the case so serious like that. Probably because his family is not, because the slain guy's family, Gafar Ibrahim, is not so connected like that, and they don't have lawyers and the likes to actually pull the case.
That's actually very, very bad.
Yeah, because now it's just like selected justice.
Exactly, because this person is a lawyer, and that's why we are hearing of it. That's why the case is still up.
Yeah, because I think the Ministry of Justice now and the lawyers taking up Omobolanle's case should as well take up Gafar Ibrahim's case as well, because they were shot by the same set of police from the same police station there in the same month. So I think this is just like a selected justice. When we talk about revamping the justice and the judiciary system in Nigeria, we don't just say because it concerns us or because my person is there or something. Let it be generalized, because that's what most Nigerians feel now. Any administration of any government in Nigeria now, so far I am okay, the person believes that everybody is okay, and it's a very wrong notion. Even if you're okay and everybody is not okay, then everybody is not okay like that. If there are jobless people out there, they would cause criminal, they will be criminals later in future, and it will in turn make everywhere not safe for you, that you feel like you are okay because everything is now okay for you. It should be okay for everybody. It's better for everybody to have running water than few people taking bottle of champagne. I would always say that. Let it go round, even if it is little. Let the justice go round. There are so many people that are still in detention now without any cause or something, that don't even know what they even did, that they were just picked up and been jailed or something. This other guy now, Gafar Ibrahim, the police is still in as we were told, he's still in detention.
Doing what?
He has not been suspended, he has not been arraigned, he has not been prosecuted or anything, and we are not talking about that. And we are always talking about Omobolanle's case. I'm not saying that Omobolanle's case is not important, but don't let it be selected justice. Don't let it be selective justice. They came out to say they want 5 billion naira for compensation.
That's the lawyers.
Yeah, for Omobolanle's killing. But we are yet to even see one lawyer coming out for Gafar Ibrahim.
Yeah, because Omobalale is a lawyer. I mean,
Yeah.
she was a lawyer before she was killed. So I don't think anything will be done about Gafar, which is the truth. Which is the truth.
Why is it always like that?
I think the law and the government is always in favor of the rich. It's always more in favor of the rich
And they connected.
and the connected. Yeah, which is the truth. It's always in favor of the rich and the connected.
Okay, well, so I'm actually using this medium to call out those lawyers pushing for Omobalale's case to also push for Gafar Ibrahim's case. Push for his case as well. Just because he doesn't have a lawyer yet or his family is not connected does not mean he's nothing.
Exactly.
That guy has potentials. He has future. He might as well, turn out. Adibini was not killed. Probably would be the next savior of Nigeria or the next president or something. Or even if he doesn't become one, just an addition to the good people in the society. And now they just killed him like that. So I'm calling them out now, even the Ministry of Justice or something, and the police force entirely. They should do something about that case. Because FAS came out lately to say that if there's no justice on Omobalale's case, then he's thinking something like NSAS might come up again. So now let's start talking about Gafar Ibrahim's case as well. Don't let him just go away like that. He shouldn't just die like that. We are yet to even see any of his family member. Because now, when they killed this woman, when she was being shot on Christmas Day, few days later, the police themselves, they went to this lady's house. They spoke with his husband.
Even the governor called.
The mom and the dad as well. But we are yet to see anything about Brahma's case. We are yet to see anything about it. And even this police officer was just suspended.
Yes.
He should have just been deroped immediately. Just
and the suspension was actually like a recommendation.
A recommended suspension.
Not that it was actually
You
suspended.
see, we are not serious yet in this country.
rock-
We are not serious yet. That's just the problem. I think the next
How
president
can they be recommending suspension for someone that killed?
someone that is not even alleged. It's not as if they didn't see you while you were killing this person or you're being accused. Even while the lady's sister was trying to walk towards the police, he cocked the gun again to shoot this other lady. It was just God that saved the lady. So now he would have actually shot 2 people there on that spot. And that's how they would come out to recommend the suspension. I think, the next president will have a lot of job to do. A lot of job to do. Let's just come outside and just vote well. Just vote our conscience and vote for someone who's ready to serve the people. We have 32 people watching us right now. You can drop your comments. What are your reservations? What do you feel about the trial of the killer cop of Omobalale? What do you feel? What do you feel should be done? Gafar Ibrahim's case has not been touched by the police force. It's not in court yet.
Nothing is being said. Nothing is being done.
Nothing is being said about it. Let's have a comment. Alright, on the last one, we should learn to be comfortable with divorce. Aisha Yusuf says. Aisha Yusufu has said the longevity of marriage should not be the prize, rather than the happiness of the couple should be the focus. She said this while reacting to reports of actor Patrick and Iretiola Doyle's marriage. She tweeted, "We should learn to be comfortable with divorce. The longevity of a marriage should not be the prize. The prize should be happiness, fulfillment, and mental well-being of the couple involved. Where it is no longer optimal, people can decide to go their separate ways and be happy." Sorry.
They're not making this divorce like...
They are making it look normal.
Look normal, which is not normal.
It is not normal in the African setting. This is
not
Africa.
normal.
This is Nigeria. I would always say it is not.
Why are they making it... I'm not saying that... Why are they making it look like... Once you are not feeling good in the marriage, you can always leave.
Yeah.
What are they trying to... I'm sorry, what are they trying to make the young ones that are yet to get married?
They're trying to tell the young ones that once you get married now,
And you feel...
and probably you know when you just get married, there will be butterflies in your tummy and the likes. Now once the butterfly get exhausted, you can walk away. That is the bottom line of what she's saying. Like, it's the happiness. See, I've never been married. I'm not married yet. But you can't always be happy in marriage.
Exactly.
Even in a relationship, there will be times whereby you won't be happy with your partner.
There was something I saw online. This guy posted that he's in a relationship, but it depends. He said, as of this morning now, I am single. It's not if he's single. He's still in the relationship.
Okay.
But probably they were having issue.
Okay.
So he said, as of this morning now, I am still single. So it depends.
Who posted it?
One guy on Twitter.
Okay.
So I don't think there will always be problems. There will always be fights. There will always be arguments.
Yeah.
It just depends on how you guys are. Can't they settle arguments?
They should be able to settle it. So far there's no physical assault or something, or like violence.
Abi, why are they making divorce seem to
They are
be
making
normal?
it so simple and normal.
So
see,
that's why we are having like less than a year divorce. I mean, marriage.
6 months marriage.
6 months.
Of course. After 6 months, you just say, okay,
I've
you're
not
not
seen that
feeling the
one
vibe
before.
anymore.
Which
I've
vibe?
seen it so many times.
6 months.
6 months marriage. 1 year, 2 years.
This is scary. I don't know.
Very, very scary.
It's really, really
And
scary.
I think if the trend continues like this, it can become whereby there would be not too many importance being put on marriage anymore. Because let's just imagine this current generation now looking at marriage like, okay, once you are not cool with the marriage, you can just walk away. What would the next generation feel like when these people that are advising are not even more around, like they are dead and gone?
Gone are those days where once you get married, and your parents will be like, as you're going to your husband's house, don't come back to my house. Except the guy is eating you or beating you. But now, even before anything, the lady don't carry bag.
She will just go away.
She will just go away. I don't know what they are making. Is marriage like, I don't know, what's marriage? Is it something you can just go then once you are tired or you don't feel like it again, just leave? I don't know. Abi?
Well.
And most of these people talking, their parents are still together, which is the truth.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know. I'm not married because I'm even confused. I'm very, very confused. Like, I don't know what they are making. Like, is divorce normal?
It's not normal in the African.
I don't know what to say again. Isn't so if all these people getting married now, if they should get married now, they can easily take their bags and be like, oh, I'm tired. I'm not doing it again.
Marriage,
Hey,
we are not trying to fix the marriage.
this
anymore.
is scary.
Well, it's not scary for me. I'm not feeling scared or something because I don't use celebrity marriages.
I don't use, but they are trying to make. I just feel for those people that are probably following them.
They'll be listening to them.
They'll be listening to them.
Taking their advice word for word. Because though as much as we would say they are celebrities, they are also humans as well. But the beauty of marriage is you both overcoming challenges together. I think that's the beauty of marriage. Because even in our different homes, where we grew up, we all see, we would have seen a kind of scenario whereby our mom and dad are not on the same term. It's not as if they are throwing bottles or fighting physically. But we just know that it's
something
like
is not right
in between them. But in the next few days, you just see that okay, everything is all well and good again.
Exactly.
By the time they probably go to the other room, then they discuss it
amicably
without anybody being there with them. Just discuss it, and them so far so good now. I think most marriages that tend to last long like that, if there are people who like come out to say the truth in the family, whereby you can easily talk to them. Let's say husband and wife now, they will surely be in-laws, and you can just say, okay, your brother is doing this to me. Then you just call them like a respected fellow. If you just talk to the person will actually talk to probably the husband or the wife, like, okay, what caused this problem? So the person will be able to like settle it. But where the husband and wife just isolate themselves from the family, I think they will end up having this kind of issues. And the beauty of marriage is just going through the storms and the sunlight and the rain and the everything together, going through the beautiful times, the bad times, and the just going through everything together and still coming out victorious or successful. I think that's just the beauty of marriage. So by the time we now start normalizing divorce, then in few years to come, it will just be total disaster. Because by then people won't even want to get married anymore. They won't want to get married. We will notice in civilized nations now in the Western world, they don't really put this much significance on marriage. They just believe in baby mama stuffs.
I think that's what most Nigerians are trying to emulate.
And that is wrong.
Very, very wrong.
It is very, very wrong. Because a child who grew up with mother and father under the same roof, the training would be very, very different from someone who, go and see your father in Ojuelegba. By the probably next few months, go and greet your mom in, Zamfara or Kaduna State or, Adamawa or, will I call it Imo State? It will just be balanced. It will be unbalanced. So I think we shouldn't just normalize this thing. And these people, they are opinion leaders. They are celebrities, so people will listen to you. Just mind what you say out there. She can be saying this in the confines of our environment or in the corners of our room, but you coming outside to say there's nothing bad in divorce. You're actually telling the upcoming ones that once you are not okay with your marriage, just walk away. No, it doesn't work that way. Especially in Yoruba land, we just feel like that marriage is sacred. Once you enter, oh, my sister, my brother, it is for better, for worse.
I can even have the mindset that you are entering marriage and you can leave when you are tired. Once you are entering marriage, just have the mindset this thing is forever. It is forever.
That's why you should be vigilant and be prayerful when you are looking for a partner.
Exactly.
Be prayerful. It's not about only the physical features. With time, with years to come, the physical features will fade away. Then it will just be the person, his mental stability and the likes, and what kind of contribution can the person make in the family. So I think we should just she should. I think I wouldn't say I agree with her, because if we start normalizing divorce now, it will escalate in the nearest future. Alright, so thank you all for watching us on the program today. Thank you for always joining us, from Adetunde, Tom Abidakun, Charles Duru, and also even as okay, we have a comment here. Ivan said Peter Obi addressed the Nigerian nation yesterday and was presidential and fantastic. Okay, well, yeah, I saw the video as well on Twitter. Alright, we have come to the end of the program today. Alright, you can do well to like and share and also subscribe to Flip TV for more juicy and entertaining and also updating news stuffs. And also you can do well to join Christian Chuku on the next program, Bystanders. They will come your way again tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program Lagos This Morning. I'm Alhaji Taufik Olamide.
I am Adeni Adela. Thanks for watching Lagos This Morning.
Bye. Do have a great day ahead.
Bye.
100 naira eko, 10 bus eko.